audit of the Crosse Parks Recreation and Forestry Department shows staff moved around tens of thousands of dollars in funding for multiple park projects.
The review found there were differences in timing of expenditures and costs between the department and Common Council's capital improvement budgets.
In the report, the audit questioned if money should be used by the Parks Department for a different use other than what it was originally intended. News 8's Mel Meyer has more on the findings.
The independent CPA and consultant firm Whitfley found the Parks Department moved around funding for years. It found $80,000 from Red Cloud Park was moved to the Pogue Park project. A resolution was approved for nearly $78,000 in funds to be moved from the Riverside Bandshell project to Pogue Park and then to Carroll Park. And $60,000 from Goose Green Park was also moved to Powell Park. Whitfley said it, quote, did not see clear documentation of approval by the Board of Park Commissioners or the Common Council that clarified how and why monies would be moved from one park fund to another, end quote. As for the budget plans not lining up, the Parks Department strategic plan had $3.5 million listed for the Train All Abilities Park, but the Common Council's capital improvement program listed the estimated project cost at $2,870,000. It noted no description as to why there were different amounts. Tens of thousands of dollars were appropriated for a Pogue Park project, but there was no mention of the park in the strategic plan created by the Parks Department during the time frame. The audit report called this, quote, unusual, because there were Common Council resolutions providing for additional sums of approximately $200,000 for the park and an approval for the improvements made years prior. In its conclusions and recommendations, Whitfley found that in some instances, costs were incurred prior to approval by the Common Council. It also noted that it would be prudent to inform the Common Council of cost overruns or if projects come in under budget. It also called for a review of park improvement funds, how they are used, and recommended these funds be monitored, possibly by the Finance Department, as oversight. Reporting in La Crosse, Mel Meyer, News 8.
Whitfley, the CPA firm that conducted that audit, was asked about the findings, but the person who signed off on the report declined to comment to us until a special meeting with the La Crosse Common Council.
That meeting is expected to happen on December 6th, and we will have more on the report's findings tomorrow as well.